All right, guys, so we're going to talk about what's been taking place the last 6 weeks since starting this new experiment with my new regimented diet, and of course adding the 500 milligrams of Primavol into my TRT program. It's been pretty rough. Around week 3 or 4, I had some bad gastrointestinal issues. We thought it might have been bad tuna, it could have been a flu, it's hard to say, but it pretty much put me out of commission for about 8 days, and then it's been lingering. So I literally lost about 10 pounds of water, and anyway, it was a mess. I wasn't absorbing a lot of food, so that was a huge setback, which kind of rendered a lot of potential results for me to gauge what was going on. Then also I post on Instagram, some of my product appeared to be not what it was really meant to be. Some of it was counterfeit from some of the to-tell signs that I had, but I segregated what I thought was not real, illegitimate, and I got what I think is legitimate, and I've been using what I think is real for the last 2 weeks. So I do feel better now. My GI issues, I'm absorbing food, I put on 10 more pounds, back to where I was, feeling better. Anyway, that's what's been going on as far as the experiment. Now we're gonna go over my diet, and I did have to make some changes, and a lot of the changes are due to the gastrointestinal distress, so we're gonna go see what changes that I made. That? What do you want to do? Talk about this? Let's close. Okay, meal 1 had to change. I couldn't do egg whites. I used to be able to drink them, no problem. Even cooking them still gave me gas and just bloating and things that were very uncomfortable. So meal 1 is 10 ounces of chicken skewer. As you can see here, nice skewer. Teriyaki chicken skewer with broccoli. And the cool thing is, guys, is the chicken skewer, a little bit more money. I could probably do it myself and marinate it, but it's really convenient. And just a skewer and marination teriyaki makes it that much better for me to endure chicken. Meal 2 is, it's 5 ounces tilapia with 5 ounces of haddock. So I use a crappie fish for 5 ounces tilapia, then I try to combine it with a wild caught whitefish, haddock, or shrimp. So I'll do 5 ounces tilapia, 5 ounces of something wild caught. And of course, asparagus is my green vegetable. Now I'm gonna go, and I made another change because once again, my only carbs last phase were the liquid powders. It was just cyclic dextrin or Vitargo, all intra. But I wasn't getting enough fiber. Now I wanna have dietary fiber going through my system to bulk up my bowel movements and feel healthy. So we took out the carbs from the intra workout, and I went back to my tried and true carbs. I used this back when I was in high school, not high school, but my teen division in bodybuilding, Oat Bran. Oat Bran, very high fiber cereal. I think it's better than oatmeal. For 1/3 cup, you get 27 grams of carbs and 5 grams of fiber. So I used for this meal before my workout, 1/3 cup, and it actually makes a lot. 1/3 cup of Oat Bran, 2 pieces of sprouted wheat toast, so it's flourless, has fiber, and then I mix 2 scoops of whey isolate in here. So chocolate whey isolate, True Nutrition, and that is what I have pre-workout, my protein, the whey protein, and then of course the toast and the Oat Bran. And this is about 60 grams of carbohydrates. So now we're to my intra workout, and now we deducted the carbs, so there's no more Vitargo or cyclic dextrin, and now it's simply 3 scoops of MPA farm grade, 1 scoop of Celluvol. I might have a scoop and a half because I'll eat part of it because it tastes good. Then I'll do 20 grams of D-ribose because I love D-ribose. So that's my intra. I'll mix it with 48 ounces of fluid. Then right after my workout, I'll do 1 scoop, which is a full serving of crew ribovol, which is the 10 grams of creatine monohydrate, the German grade, more ribose, and promelin for the 4-hydroxyisoleucine for insulin signaling, etc. Then right after that, guys, I'll have 3 scoops of whey isolate. This is a blend. It's egg white, micellar, casein, and whey. I'll either do an isolate or a blend from True Nutrition. 3 scoops of 75 grams of protein. So then after the 3 scoops of protein, after my Creribovol, I'll go back to my fish meal, 10 ounces of fish, mixed fish, tilapia and haddock, or tilapia and shrimp. Then after that, I'll go right back to the 10-ounce skewer of chicken, and then asparagus or broccoli or Brussels sprouts for meal 6. Then the final meal, once again, I'll go 2 scoops of a whey protein or a micellar, usually a blend of micellar with a whey, 2 scoops. And then I'll add in 4 ounces of chicken skewer because 2 reasons. I'm super hungry as I'm dieting hard, so I like the shake with the 2 scoops with ice because I can drink it, so it's kind of like a dessert. And then I still get the 4 ounces of meat for something to eat. So instead of having 3 scoops of whey or 3 scoops of casein, I'll have partial meat and partial shake. And then I'll of course add the 10 asparagus spears to that as well. Now, let's go over some of my health supps, which are extensive. On to my main health supps. I will use Silifos, which is a phospholipid-based silymarin milk thistle for my liver. I'm gonna use, of course, the brand new MPA Heart Solve, phenomenal product, 4 ingredients in 1. And just off the bat, look at all those, the trademark ingredients there: celery seed, grape seed, bergamot, citrus bergamot, and then benolé, which is the olive leaf extract. Then MPA Cardio Solve. And this has Arjuna, ubiquinol 200 milligrams, and of course Pycnogenol, the trademark form. Phenomenal products, but I still got to go above and beyond that. And now I use the Boswellia, the 5-loxin version for anti-inflammatory, hopefully lower my C-reactive protein. Palm fruit, been an advocate of this forever. Tocotrienols, all 8 isomers, vitamin E, etc. Very good for cardiovascular and arterial health.
What's palm fruit website?
Palm fruit website, guys, is botanicalcraft.com. Botanicalcraft.com. Support them. Great company. If you like MPA supps, you'll like them. Then I'm over the top with ubiquinol. So even though I have it with my Heart Solve, I add more. So I literally do, these are 300 milligrams. So I'll literally do 500 to 700 milligrams of ubiquinol a day. For my kidneys, I'll go with astragalus, and I'll do 2,000 milligrams a day. And of course, I shouldn't have to do this. You guys should know I do this when I'm dieting. Vasoburn all over the lower back and abs as soon as I wake up before my bleachers. And of course, Vaso7 at night. And so Vaso7, I do 4 pumps. Serving is 8 pumps, but 4 pumps is good for me. And now on to what I've been doing with my cardio. I think when I first started the last phase, we were doing bleachers in the morning for 15 minutes, and then I was doing spin cycle for 15 minutes, but I dropped weight, I got sick, like I said, with the GI issues. I dropped the cardio, the spin bike at night, and I just do bleachers for 17 minutes in the morning. Also, last phase, I showed you like a random midweek low-fat, low-carb pizza with it was canned chicken and all that stuff. Smokey's tail just knocked the cortisol over. That's cool. I don't do that always on Wednesday. So I'm really treating myself kind of like a client, where if I'm flat and I'm down in weight, I might have some extra carbs, some extra oat bran toast. I might do it if I really deem necessary. I don't always have that random pizza as well. So it just depends. I'm playing it by ear, but the whole goal for this phase is just to see what the addition of the Primobolan will do at 500 milligrams. And to be honest with you, I don't feel much different, maybe a little bit harder. I've dropped some weight, I've tightened up. Nothing monumental, but just as expected, it's a mild product. Actually, my blood pressure is 100/60, which is super low, so it hasn't raised my blood pressure at all, so that's really wonderful news. I'm probably gonna go in at 8 weeks, so in about another 3 weeks after Olympia, do my DEXA scan, do blood work, and to be honest, guys, if I'm not progressing much more since then, I'll just cut it off, and it is what it is, and we'll move on to the next experiment after resting a little bit. So this is my phase 2. We're gonna put up some pictures, maybe a video that I just took the other day after my carb up. And actually, speaking of that, every Saturday, Rachel and I are still either going to all-you-can-eat sushi, or we'll have clean carbs throughout the whole day, almost like you would a carb load.
Never happened.
Rachel's not, but I've done that.
We're basically having sushi.
Yeah, but what I'll do is I'll have a simulation of 50 grams of carbs or 80 grams of carbs per meal, 7 meals, and do a normal standard carb up if I'm not doing the all-you-can-eat sushi, just to have more calculation to see how I react. But just to let you guys know, I pick up about 8 pounds of glycogen the next day once I reintroduce water. So That is it. My weight, when I was sick, got all the way down from 235 down to 226 with diarrhea. Got back up to a stable 230, 232. I carb loaded Sunday or Saturday. Now I'm back up to 238. So we're gonna kind of see what this levels out at since my stomach's been a little bit more stable. So that's my phase 2. Rachel, I know we're gonna keep her posted on what she's doing. Hold on, rewind. Actually, also guys, I want you probably noticed that I cut out the fat-free cheeses just because my GI distress. I've really been minimalistic with everything. So I'm not even doing the freaking cheeses, which were wonderful. They're delicious. They weren't hindering me as far as my progress, in my opinion. It was just for me to take a precaution about my digestive tract. Back to Rachel, she tightened up a little bit. She got her DEXA scan and stuff, but we'll go over hers as well. We made some modifications to her diet. Eggs weren't treating her well either, the egg whites, and we'll let her tell you kind of what she's been doing. Just to let everyone know, my macro totals: 505 grams of protein, 70 grams of carbs, 34 grams of fat, and that is 7 meals, just for curiosity. And then of course the carb up during the week. And I also forgot to tell you about the krill oil I take before bed. So yes, I take 2 capsules of this krill oil for cholesterol, triglycerides, all that stuff. And that is it.
Since Matt changed up his diet, he also wanted to change up mine. I didn't like the egg whites. I had 2 egg white meals in there. We threw those out. That was meal 1, meal 5. I decided to do, in place of meal 1, I do meal 2 as well, which is the whey isolate with English muffin. I don't like whey isolates that much, but I found something that I do like to make it better. It's banana milk. I get this at Natural Grocers. It's bananas and sunflower seeds. And I think there's 2.5 or 3 grams of fat per cup, but I use about a cup, so it's not that big of a deal. Helps me get it down. So I do that for meal 1, meal 2. Meal 3, I tend to eat after we work out. That's my last carb meal. That's chicken with 2 slices of my Dave's Killer bread, the sprouted bread, and then with some vegetables. And then meal 4 and 5 is chicken with vegetables. I tend to make like a soup, like just broth and some vegetables, and throw it in there that way. And then my snack before bed is supposed to be 2 Carb Masters, but I haven't been doing that because I've been lazy.
What are Carb Masters?
Carb Masters are yogurts that you get at any Kroger store, so like Fred Meyer, Smith's, Kroger. They're basically like a whey isolate, but a yogurt. They're super low carb and low fat or no fat?
There's like a gram and a half.
And then, so I have made some changes and I've lost some weight. Matt would like to see it progress a little faster. So I need to work a little harder apparently. But I have lost some weight and it's made me feel good because I'm able to pull out shirts. Like this shirt was from like 5 years ago and I haven't worn it since. So I was able to pull out some clothes and fit into some things that I haven't really been fitting into. So I know that's made me feel good. I don't think I'm gonna reach my goal by the Olympia, but at least will look the best that I have looked in several years and keep going with that. So that's where I'm at, and I'm happy for now and just need to work harder. And Matt made us skip bleachers this morning, which made me skip bleachers, so I'm gonna have to figure out something to make.
You can still do them without me.
It's kind of something you don't really want to go by yourself. But the nice thing is about bleachers is we'll be going a little bit late and school started. So we get a little show during bleachers because the band comes out and plays and practices in the morning. So that's kind of fun to watch. And that's about it. So keep keep on keeping on. Same workouts, same cardio.